Yo, what is up, you guys? We're doing something a little different today. Today we're gonna do a genuine 30-day review of Box GG. I'll give you a little bit of an overview of my experience, things that I like, things that I don't like, and we'll open a few also. We'll just go over the basics though, right? Like, what is it? I think everybody's seen commercials for it, right? You guys know it's a mystery loot TCG card opener. Right now they offer One Piece, Pokemon, and Magic. They also have Counter-Strike skins also. If you were associated with these site at a certain time, you're able to access the beta feature. If not, I think they roll it out to everybody at some point in the future, so you're not missing out on much there. Just to kind of give you an example of what it is though, if we click on one of these, you can demo this. What it is it's essentially a demo roulette roll of an open box, and you'll receive whatever that item is that you land on. Currency value, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. If you look up here in the top right corner, it says I have 3,324, so this is $33.24. Move your comma, that's your decimal. At the end of the day, sorry, I got a dog over here chewing on a bone. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, from all the reviews that I read prior to getting involved with the site, with the community, and you'll see on the right hand side, this is the chat. There are people in here all the time. Everyone is friendly. It's also led me to new Discord servers as well. We'll show you. I think I can share some of those real quick. But here's the official Box Discord server. You can see everybody's pretty friendly. It's always hopping off. But yeah, skeptical at first I was, and I'm sure everybody is when they look at it. Was I gonna get what I received? Was it worth the value? Was I gonna get screwed at the end of the day? I can reaffirm that I don't feel that way at all. I think I've hit multiple $100 plus cards. If I don't like the card I want, I can exchange it in a marketplace feature for the value of what that is. Important thing to think about is that when you pull a card, and we use this Charizard for example, it's valued right now at about $130, $131.41 per the website. Now that's slightly upscaled to what the common value is. I'm sure that this probably markets anywhere between $80 and $110 realistically, which is something to think in mind if you do take this route over opening packs. Obviously, it is a little bit more of a gamble. You may be receiving less, but the caveat to that also is that you're also getting a little bit more valued for that card, whether that be in the marketplace, or if you choose to receive the physical copy, or you want to convert it back over to gems to roll again, or you'd like to convert it into Ethereum and then place it into a crypto wallet that you might have. Whatever your poison, you have lots of options. Anything that's done on the marketplace and exchange, I believe the shipping is roughly anywhere between 1 to 3 weeks. If it's general raw shipping from a pull, I think it's faster now, so you should expect it within 3 to 4 weeks, I believe is what the anticipation is. Card condition, near mint. Obviously, if you run into any issues where the integrity of the item is not there, all you gotta do is open a ticket in Discord and they'll get you taken care of. You'll read horror stories of people and experiences with support. I have never had it. Honestly, I've seen nothing but genuine I think, responses for anybody that's communicated with anybody in there. So it's been a pretty good experience at the end of the day. To maybe quiet some of the naysayers. There's a whole bunch of features besides just picking one and randomly opening it for maybe an item that you're looking for. You can do battles, so you can essentially set up a 1v1, 1v1v1v1, so 4-person winner take all, shared mode where you're all 4 rolling and you split the earnings at the end of it. It doesn't eliminate the risk of each open. You can still floor any opening. The caveat to that, though, is that you're essentially sharing everyone's wins also. So if everybody hits an orange or above, you're usually walking away with a chunk of change. There's also loser takes all mode. So if you're more interested in party games, they have that availability as well. Another neat feature, and this is probably one of my favorite, is the Forge. This is where you can essentially take items from these boxes, the standard ones, and create your own specific box that you want to roll for. And I'll use just one of mine for an example. I want to chase the Moon Kitty, right? I think everybody wants one of these just to say we have it. So rather than roll them on the one that they have, I built one that's got slightly better odds. Maybe less featured winnable items. But the real cool thing about this is that 3% of everything that I spend in my box that has the same probability rate comes back to me. So I'm essentially paying myself back to pull on my own. A cool feature, though, obviously, is that I can control and manipulate what's in the box at any given time. Another good example, I'd really enjoy a copy of this Alt Art Magikarp. I think this one's pretty sweet. And then the tag team Blastoise is another one that I really enjoy. I don't necessarily like the boxes they're attached to, or they may not necessarily be offered in a box currently, so I can place those in. Manipulate the probability to a degree. Now, I can't manipulate the outcome, but what I can do is manipulate the odds. Now, one important thing to call out is that when you are doing odd manipulation in a Forge box, the greater the odd, the higher the reward, the greater the cost of entry. So, if this is a $240 card at a probability weight of like 1 in 1,000 openings, and say you wanted to make it at 3 out of 1,000 openings, bump it up a little bit, this price raises from $253 to roughly probably about $270 or $2.70 an open. Still cheaper than what it would be to go out and just buy a booster pack in today's market, unfortunately. So that is a pro. Con, you're only receiving one item. You don't have any control of what that item is, but you're taking a risk regardless. Is it really any more of a gamble to receive one potential 5-cent card, or to pay the same amount to receive 6 5-cent cards? That's the one thing that you ask yourself at the end of the day. Again, though, multiple different IPs, and I'm sure that it'll just continue to grow. If you're not a Pokemon fan, which I'm not. I'm just drawn to the site in general. There's Magic. There's also this, which I am interested in. And this is new. It's in a beta feature right now with the One Piece TCG. And I think this is what we'll use just to kind of demonstrate how easy the functionality is of the site as a whole. Just kind of what we're looking at. So here's A good example, and before we even do that, we'll probably call out a couple of other important things like this emblem, the spice emblem. This is essentially the spiciness, or let's say the difficulty and probability of how probable something would fall. 3 spice or your red is going to be, your higher spice, high risk, high reward. Yellow is that 2, so that's that mid 50-50. In my personal opinion, I feel like I get burned more in the yellows than I do in the reds. That's just me. But if you're gambling. At the end of the day, it's all luck. So I mean, that's more human emotion than I think I can say reality. Your low spices or your greens, it's not a guaranteed hit. I'll give you an example. This is a $40 box, but just because I'm rolling a $40, and we can demo it just to show you, but just because I'm rolling $40 a hand doesn't mean that I'm going to get $40 back. This is a bad example because it gave us $68 back, but as you can see, there are still 4 items, so I could have easily pressed that button for 40 bucks and walked away only with $18. That is the gamble, that is the risk. It's no different than handing money over at a cash register at the end of the day. But like I said, the probability, or maybe the accessibility, is I think what is the appeal to people. You're probably asking, well, yeah, you probably never see any of these high cards hit. Well, we'll use this as an example. This will be best drops hit in the box. You can see that the highest 3% drop rate, or what the highest chase card would be in this particular one, was hit already in the box. Same thing for like the Moon Kitty, so the Umbreon Max. It's a $1,400, $1,500 plus card on the market. You see them in the chat over here all the time. I have met tons of people through this site and the community that have hit them. People that hit them multiple times a day. So it's not out of reach for anyone. It's certainly a lot easier than going to chase down packs to be able to open them. So there's a lot to be enjoyed. There's a lot to be frustrated about. It's probable fair gaming, which I think that everybody questions at the end of the day, but I haven't seen technically any issue where I feel like it's unfair in my odds. It's no different than me sitting down at a casino, and pulling the lever on a slot machine. So it's been pretty good. I've had good evenings and I've had bad evenings, and when I say bad evenings, I mean I've lost the money I've invested, which is what I anticipated the moment I put it in, or I wouldn't have put it in to begin with, right? So lots of great things though. I've been able to walk away with a couple of really, really nice hits. Good example, let's look at some of these One Piece boxes just to kind of tell you. Here's a good one, the Nami one, and this one's a $210 Nami. It says sample right now. It's because they don't have the item available, because the TCG for this one is currently in beta, so not all awards are going to be available for physical withdrawal. In that case, it just went right back into my balance. Or I could have cryptoed it, but another good example, last week I pulled the Charizard. Which one was it? This guy right here. Yo, Secret VMAX, daddy. And rather than taking him in a physical form, because I don't necessarily want this guy in cardboard. Not to say that if I didn't get him that he wouldn't have came back at a, near mint, probably anywhere from a grading of an 8 to a 10. If I sent it in, it's not a physical card that I would want, right? So I cryptoed this, right? And I'll take the 200 and I think it was like $10 to convert it on the Ethereum chain and put it over into my wallet, and it was an easy $220 made off of I think a $1.25 open of a Forge box, no less. Off of a buddy. You can see his name actually over here in the chat right now. Shout out to Flower. But yeah, that's just the luck of it. And you'll see lately we've been seeing a lot of the Forge boxes that get created. People are hitting monster hits out of them within like the first like 25 opens. So it's just the luck of the draw at the end of the day. But yeah, I want to sit here and say that I've just had like the shittiest experience, right? But I haven't. It's actually been a lot of fun. That I think the people that I've met have been even more enjoyable at the end of the day. And what I've found out is like everybody is just like about giving for the most part, which is crazy, right? Like you're in a group of collectors or people that are willing to gamble, even collectors at the end of the day, are gambling individuals in their own right? They're investing money in something for the long-term value or nostalgia. So, but it's cool. I've been able to kind of expand from this tiny little chat over here. I meet a bunch of individuals, be involved in another Discord service where they give out graded TCG cards left and right, have contests. They're just I hate using the word community because I feel like it's oversaturated, right? And it's tossed out a lot, and it's got a different fucking meaning for everyone at the end of the day. But look, Flarzardy boy, that's the one that we hit this Charizard over here that you can't see this guy out of. But yeah, it's been worth it. Another thing, you get affiliate codes. I can show mine. It's not that big of a deal. Anytime you use one of these, you can get 5% more on your deposits. Plus, you're helping out another individual. You can pump yours at the same time, and you're ultimately earning a portion of their deposit each time as well. So, lots of different ways to passively get it. There are individuals that free to play this, which is crazy to think, but it's no different than free to playing your favorite like gacha game at the end of the day. It just may take a little bit longer. There are ways to get free ones. They have missions you can complete to get, some of these are pretty hefty amounts. Lots of them are trials or new endeavors. But yeah, it's been good. I don't have any complaints. It's been too fun, if I'm being honest. And with that, I suppose we could probably go spend a little bit of money. We'll just Christmas miracle it for the sake of the video here. But yes, this is a high space, right? So high risk, high reward. The return, you should never be anticipating in something like this, but you should always be happy for the potential. Someone hit that out of Evolving Skies. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, sorry, I had to hype long up there. That was pretty nice. But yeah, so we'll roll through with what we got, and we'll see if we can scare the naysayers away in the process. What do I want to hit? I told everybody that I'd like to use this opportunity to start chasing Kevin of One Piece, or at least some mangas, especially in this God Pack run. There's a lot of really good ones, but obviously, I think I want the Holy Grail here, the Gear 5 Luffy manga. I'd be pretty solid with the Kid one, right? Or maybe even the Saba one. The Ace one's cool. I mean, I could give shit less about Nami, but I really would like to have this one. There are a few other ones too that I wouldn't mind having. Let's see how ugly this is gonna be today. Before we jump into this one, there's all sorts of really fun ones. Brothers Bond one. I was gonna take this one the other day when I hit it, but I forgot that it was sampled, so I couldn't withdraw it anyway. There's 2 different ways that you can open these. You can open it in this format, or you can also open it in a classic format, which is something that I prefer a little bit more. And this will do it one at a time. Well, 30-cent guy, what do we got? Oh, this is Navy captains in here. Kuzin. Nice little $40 banger. Little juicer. We got that epic cinematic music going. We need a little bit of love. It's nothing too great, nothing too terrible. We'll want it one more time. This sounds like some Admiral fucking One Piece shit. This is all I'm really interested in, so we'll finish it out here, boys, and then we'll call it on the video. Hopefully we've cleared up some speculations, maybe some concerns. And give it a shot. I mean, worst case scenario, you hit something you didn't expect. Will we see orange in this video, fellas? If we do, we're getting a manga. Which we take. Who? We prefer not to see the floor. That is the beauty of the wrist, though. I haven't seen one orange come across this yet. Let's see. Okay. I saw purples across the demo, at least. Will we get lucky? Well, that could have been worse. It's the first time we haven't poured in a few. Take it. Come on, I know we got a good seed. You know what? We'd take the Ace manga. I think the Ace manga would be kind of fun, huh? If you can't have the Luffy one, we do the Ace one. Just kind of finish it out. That'd be fun. See, there's me. You can see, so these are live updates also. If you're curious if anyone's hitting anything worth a shit. Come on, oranges. I can't start a fruit card if we don't have any fruit. Will we see it before the end? Just rub it for good luck over here. Can I magnify it? Look at how sweet this thing is. It's one in Kajillion over here, boys. Lottery odds. So we hit it, we puke on the keyboard before we end the video. Can we show an orange before it's all said and done? Like that in the top corner. Thank you. Oh, the laws of diminishing returns. I don't think we'll be hitting the One Piece, my fellas. What else can we show you? We'll show you some of the Pokemon ones. Coveted Moonbreon box. Everyone's favorite. Chefs me every time. Pretty expected run. High risk, high reward on that one. Let's finish it out with something a little bit more favorable. Do we want Astral Radiance or do we want the Greninja Hunt? Astral Radiance, we got that Machamp chase card. Starmie V. Greninja Hunt, though, we've got a bunch of frogs. No one's hit the Big Daddy in a moment, though. Fuck it, let's do it. For science, fellas. Ooh. At least we saw orange. Can't hit it if you don't see it. Yellows are the scary one in my opinion. I'd like to see what's coming across the screen for the remaining 16. Well, they do exist in there. How do we want to do this? That's what it would sound like. So it's got audio cues if you do hit an orange. I would have taken him on the near miss. Can we show you an orange? Ooh, again, pretty close, huh? 6 cents off the last two. Lots of floors, boys. Where do we want to end this? 13 in a Dream. Where do we take it? Do we have a decent... The rates on top holes is so abysmal. Actually, you know what? The remainder of it, we'll just go chase down the Moon Down Spare Box. Try not to tease me with the near misses. I'm gonna give you everything I got. give us that VMAX for the video's sake. We'll even take the alternate V. Actually, I prefer the alternate V over the more expensive one. However, it'd be dumb of me not to want the expensive one here. We'll speed it up though. We'll just open all 5 here. She is taking our lunch money. However, I've also paid myself back a little bit. There she is, gang. There's my honest review. At the end of the day, I don't think that she is too terrible of an opportunity if you're limited on resources, or if you're you know, just looking for the thrill of the chase, I suppose. She's definitely enjoyable. Just do it responsibly. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you do get a little crazy, or you do feel like using an affiliate code, you can use mine. It's DownBear, all one word. But yeah, we'll see you again real soon. Take care, guys.